Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome inside the Hibbing Memorial Arena for this Bantamay hockey matchup here at the Hibbing Chisholm Bantamay Hockey Tournament between the Woodbury Predators, Bantamay, and the Centennial Cougars, Bantamay. This game is brought to you by Minnesota Twist Drill in Chisholm. They're a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey. They wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead to have fun. The Rake Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining and a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. Rake Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. They offer large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet. They can cater your event, party, or meeting. It's Rake Sports Grill, 301 Hattrick Avenue in Eveleth, Minnesota. Check them out today. And our final sponsor here, stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Minnesota, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor, along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to the local history and heritage. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram, and good luck to all the players. Well, Blake, this is our
11:30. Nice. Well, Blake, this is our 11:30 a.m. game between Centennial and Woodbury. Again, thank you everybody for taking time out of your day to join our live coverage. We're proud to be here at the Hibbing Chisholm Bantamay Hockey Tournament. And we're just about set to go here between the Predators and Centennial. Here's Centennial controlling it here, bringing it through center ice as Christian throws it in. Picked up by Woodbury, back behind the net is Jack Blizenbach. Leaves it there. Shot in, shot on by Trevor Allen. Just underway here, 16:37 to play here, first period. Fired around by Woodbury. Behind the net now. Has a shot on. Put on the net by Heath Nelson. I like the colors of both teams. Really easy to see the jersey numbers. Try to do the best I can with seeing those numbers and, of course, the most important things, the pronunciations of the names. Out to center ice now. Picked up by Centennial. Dumped back in by Escobedo of Centennial. Fired back in by Christian. Woodbury brings it out to center ice and dumped in by Jack Blizenbach.
Well, another game here in Hibbing with two Bantamay teams, programs with AA teams as well. So it's good to see. What kind of depth these teams have on their Bantamay teams.
Of course, if you're watching our live stream, please text and send messages out to your friends and family. Let them know the game's on and tune into our broadcast. We appreciate that. In the corner is number 76, Darren Wilcox. And he has a chance out front. Wilcox again, another chance for the Predators as they put on some early pressure. Away, ridden off the play. Nice defensive play by Adams of Centennial. Back to get it is Simic. Simic behind the net. Works it ahead. Picks up by Boyd. Boyd sends a shot in there. There's some hitting here in this game. A little physical, little more of a physical game here, Blake.
Yeah, there's been a couple checks put on in this game. We didn't see that much in the first couple games. And already about 3 minutes into this game, we've seen at least 3 checks.
And sent in by the Cougars. Behind the net. There's a shot right on, sent on by Glad. Nice chance, goal, big save by Stokes of the Predators. There's Glad in the corner. Glad now with it, moving around. Glad centers it through the crease. And we get a whistle and a stoppage of play.
This game is brought to you by Minnesota Twitch Trail in Chisholm. They are a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey. So wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun.
Of course, Centennial, when you think of them, just a few years back, Greg Stutz led the Centennial Cougars all the way to the state championship that year. Goaltender, he was amazing. 3 straight shutouts in the Minnesota State Hockey Tournament. And here we go up front. As Woodbury brings it out, here's Blissenbach. Brings it through center ice. Blissenbach works it in to the Cougar zone. In there to get his Summers. Summers ends it behind the net here. Blissenbach tries to keep it in here. As Centennial will bring it out. This is Crumweedy. Gets it over to Escobedo. And a shot right on. Stave for Stokes.
This game is brought to you by the Ring Sports Grill in Evelyn. They offer casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. They offer 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens.
And this is fired out by Woodbury. Behind the net now, picked up by Mann. Mann working around here. Has Rudine in there to help out. Mann over on the other side takes a shot through the crease, trying to set some up front here. In the corner is Vinay. Vinay sends it through in the crease right to Rudine. And he puts a shot on and a save by Gavin Sean of the Cougars.
So after this game, our third place and championship games are set. Third place will feature...
There's a shot and a goal by Lucas Mann. And he puts the Woodbury Predators on the board first.
So continuing what I was saying, first game will feature in the third place game the Moorhead Spuds Banameys taking on the Mound West Tonka in that one. And then the championship game will feature the hometown Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets and the Edina Hornets Banamay team. Should be a fun afternoon as we move closer to the championship games.
So Lucas Mann getting the Woodbury Predators on the board first here. Goal coming with... We'll get the official call from Sully pretty soon here. We'll tell you who got the assist on that goal. So Lucas Mann getting the unassisted goal at 3:57 for the Predators. Sent in on net by Tanner Grocek. Or sorry, that's the wrong team. Jack Blissenbach. Blissenbach sending that one in for the Predators. And Tauscher trying to work through the net here as Hart picks it up. Hart works it around in the corner. Hart will send it back to the point to Vinay. Back to Hart. Hart behind the net now here. Nice defensive play by Centennial number 5, Joseph Summers there. And here it comes out as Escobedo fires it out for Centennial. Down the length of the ice for the icing. So 11:39 left here, period number 1. Woodbury 1, Centennial 0. This is Blissenbach here. Trolling dumped in by Polifka. And Centennial gets it out here. We'll get another icing. No, the icing is waved off there. Thought they were going to call an ice there. But fired in by Centennial. But they had to check up. And brought out by Blissenbach and in on the icing.
This game is brought to you by Iron Range Apparel in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Minnesota, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather.
There it is on the blue line. And picked up by Woodbury. They come in here. Here's a chance off the side of the net here. And that is number 88 with the Lucas man. He got the first goal and he had another chance at net there. And now held by Blissenbach. And sent back in here by Grocek. This was Bajelis with it here. Bajelis works it out to center ice and Centennial will send it back in. Let's bring it up is Rudin. Rudin in the corner here. Rudin tries to center it out front. And loose puck in front. His Simic had a nice chance at it. A couple nice saves by Gavin Shawn there of the Cougars. They're working in front of the net. Great chance for the Predators there. As Simic, another chance. And another save by goaltender Shawn. There it is up at center ice, dumped in. Picked up by Paulson now. Paulson working in a corner. Nice defensive play as Boyd takes it away from him. Boyd gets it over. Centennial trying to get it out here. Comes out to center. That's going to be the wrong side of center. So, no icing here. Puck slowed down here. It's played around by Simic. Over on the other side is Schwab. And Centennial sends it back in here. Back into the zone here. Out to get it is Wistersell. Wistersell sending it in there. Thank you to one of the Woodbury parents for helping me with the pronunciations, and one of the coaches from Centennial. Thank you for their help with the pronunciation of the Centennial Cougars players. And sent in here. Here's Vinay. Vinay sends it out the length of the ice for the icing.
One of our sponsors, Iron Range Apparel. They offer each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to the local history and heritage. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram, and good luck to all the players.
And sent in. Shot just goes as Like sent it in for the Cougars. There's behind the net now, picked up by Blissenbach. As Wistersell trying to holds it in for the Cougars here. Crumweedy trying to play it there in the corner. Now going to be picked up by Blissenbach. Blissenbach has it behind his own net here. 8:04 left here, period number 1. Woodbury 1, Centennial 0. Fired the length of the ice for an icing.
Two more teams with, kind of shorter benches, I guess. A little more than Thief River Falls, obviously, so.
All right, Woodbury will get it out to center. And it's tipped in. Back to get it is going to be Summers. Summers sends it over to Boyd. And now he's man here in the corner, man behind the net, firing it. As Summers trying to get it out here for the Cougars. Back to the point, sent in. Shot coming from Simic. Other side there. This is Man working towards the net here. Man trying to make a play. Nice defensive play by Centennial. That's number 16, Logan Adams, with the defensive play. Nice job. Summers gets it over. Is coming out to Boyd here. Fired back in by Vinay. Adams with it, trying to get it out here. Is picked up by Paulson. Paulson works it around behind it, trying to center it. Nice chance there as the Cougars come away with it here. Now working in is Christian. Christian driving down. Picked up by Bajelis. Bajelis now behind the net here. All right, fired around and has turned around as Glad works it in. Glad tries to get it over to Larson there. Nice chance for Glad and Larson there. Just couldn't get to that puck here. Larson again. Larson slides it to Glad. Back over to Allen in front. Shot. Another chance for the Cougars here as they kind of surround the net there. In the corner for Glad. Glad trying to get it out to one of the forwards in front of the net there. Nice defensive work by Woodbury. Around the corner is Bajelis here has it. And they dump it out. Bajelis is going to have it at center ice. Bajelis fighting for that loose puck here. Bajelis brings it in. And over in the corner is Larson. Larson gets it out here. Here's a speedy Glad through. Is picked up and dumped back in by Vinay. Here comes Centennial on a 2-on-1. Chance over the top of the net there. Opportunity for Crumweedy. And now it comes out to center. Bringing in is Tosher. Tosher works it in. And sent back in by Vinay. Front of the net. Chance. Woodbury there. Another rebound chance in front. And they were able to get a defensive play and get it out of there. Couple good chances for Woodbury there. 4:47 left here, period number 1. Woodbury 1 and Centennial 0. It's been a close battle here. Some good chances on both sides of the ice here. As over in the corner is Zuber. And they're going to get it out and up and out of play. And we'll get a whistle and stoppage of play here.
Looking at the Woodbury Youth Hockey Association, they've always been a very solid youth program. You don't see them up at the top really in high school that much because a lot of their better players go to programs like St. Thomas Academy and Hill Murray and those kind of schools. But, they have a very good youth program here at Woodbury.
Yeah, Woodbury's had some success. They have been to some state tournaments. Of course, they had one of the great bands down at the state tournament as well, Woodbury High School.
I remember when I was a kid, when there was only one class for youth hockey, Woodbury was in the state tournament there in Virginia. I remember they were there in that state tournament. So
sent in by Like of the Cougars. And this is going to be the other 11 on the other seat. Rudine brings it out here as Man brings it through. Man with a shot right on. Goaltender save, Gavin Sean. Big save for Sean to keep this a 1-goal game, Blake.
So far this game, both teams with some chances. It's been a pretty even game, but just on the scoreboard, Woodbury got that one by Centennial, and they lead 1-0. 3:39 remaining here in the first period.
And here comes Centennial out with it here. We've got numbers coming in the zone here. So just went off the stick here is Crabweedy. Going to keep it on here. Is back behind the net is Larson. Larson sends it over to Crabweedy. Back in there to help out for the Predators is Vinay. Coming out. And kicked back in by Larson. Boyd in there. Boyd sends it over. Kept in by the Predators. Here's Centennial. Here's back in. Back in the Predators. Listen back. Centennial gets it out. This defensive end interception by Nelson. He gets it out. Nelson takes it in. And Nelson takes a shot into traffic. Locked down. And comes back by the Woodbury. Chance there for Padelos. The other way is Escobedo. Fires into the corner. And Tosher sends it over. There's a shot right on. Loose puck in front. Centennial's got it. He scores! Shot a goal. And a late-breaking player in there to get that goal to tie this at 1. And that goal is scored by number 9, Trevor Allen. Ties this game at 1.
Well, there it is. Centennial gets that equalizing goal to make it 1-1. They had their fair share of chances here in this period. 1:37 remaining in the first period. Centennial gets that late goal to make it 1-1.
15:23 in the first period. Centennial ties the score at 1.
For Centennial, number 9, Trevor Allen. With an assist to number 2, Ty Escobedo. And number 6, Heath Nelson.
Escobedo and Nelson.
Escobedo and Nelson.
15:50. That's Trevor Allen. Here's Mann breaking in. Mann with a shot right on. Nice chance. Here we've got a hit at 12 left here in the period. We've got a tied hockey game. Should be a fun finish here at the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Escobedo, we still have 2 periods left.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
Held in, trying to hold it in was Krajcek. Set towards the net by Rudy. Back behind the net, Rudy working. This defensive work by Summers in there. Here comes it. Cougars back the other way is Christian. Christian works it, shot right on. Yeah, save by Stokes. Big save off of Christian.
Yeah, he's been very good with his gloves so far in this game, and he makes another nice glove save there. 33 seconds remaining here in the first period. All knotted up at 1 between Centennial and Woodbury.
Of course, please message in. Let us know where you're watching from. We have the live chat on. We'd like to know, and we'll try to give you a shout out. Send a shout out to a certain player, or just tell us where you're watching from. We'd appreciate that. And turn around here. Glad with a shot right on. And nice save by Stokes. Nice little wrister from Thomas Glad. seconds left here, period number 1. It's been a fun day at the Hibbing Memorial Arena for Play Canuck.
Up in International Falls, Cooper Levine's watching from the Broncos varsity hockey team. So thanks for watching, Cooper.
Cooper, thanks for sending that in. Go Broncos. We'll be in your building next Friday night, as we're planning to cover International Falls and Duluth Denfield in a key Section 7A matchup. Planning on that trip up to the historic Bronco Arena Friday night.
Yeah, it's going to be good to cover them again. We've only done one International Falls varsity game this year. It's right here at Hibbing, so it's going to be good. That game, it should be a good one. Duluth Denfield, solid team. I think International Falls is a good team.
They put together some nice wins here this year. Obviously big game.
Alright, short summary from the first period between Woodbury and Centennial. Woodbury got it forward first. One goal at 3:57. This period was underage. Lucas man was unassisted goal. Right back. Towards the end of the period, they tied up at 1. Goal was 9 for Allen. Escobedo, and number 6, Keith Pelson. Time of that goal was 15:23. As we stand after one period of play, teams are coming back. Second period, opening face-off here. Once again, Randy has room for the head play cuts.
Thank you, Blake, for that first period summary. Number 2. Great. Here comes the Cougars in. Grabbing in was Christian. Right? Set back in the corner by Adams. And then ahead is Woodbury. Sends it out here. Woodbury. Get Adams with a drive right on net and up and out of play here. Just underway here, period number 2, 16:38 left here. All tied up at 1 apiece between Centennial and Woodbury.
This game's brought to you by Minnesota Twist Trail in Chisholm. They're a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey. They wish best of luck to all players in the season ahead and to have fun.
And fired out by Lithgow. Just off the on the ice.
This game's also brought to you by the Ring Sports Grill in Evelyn. They offer casual family dining and a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites on the menu. Ring Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game.
Here comes Woodbury out with it here. Put the center of his heart back the other way. Centennial coming in. Held up. It's picked up down by Cougars. Sent back in by Black. Goaltender Stokes just elects to have a stoppage here.
Well, we'll see. We might see a decent crowd for the championship game here today. Of course, the hometown Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. They've made it all the way to the championship game, so we'll see if the community of Hibbing and Chisholm comes out and supports the Band of Maize here today.
Sent in. Going in there from Boyd. This is Larson with it. Larson working around the zone. Wheels it around. Gets it over to Allen. Allen back over to Summers. Summers taking a shot right on. Saved by Stokes. 15-15 left here, period number 2. All squared up, one apiece. Thank you again for everybody for taking time out of your day and joining for our broadcast. Glad to be here. Having a lot of fun. Fired in by Escobedo. Wrist on ice. Nice shot against that one. Save there. Sorry, Stokes. Brings it in. Taken away by the Cougars. Out to center. This is Escobedo racing it in. Escobedo's got some wheels on it. He can get free. Held in. Picked up by Crumley. Zuber tips it. Here's Escobedo, dumps it in. Up through center ice here. Driving in it. Man tries to make a move. Nice defensive stop. Play by Lake. Fucking that shot down. Lake over in the corner. And in there to help out. Back out to the point. Trying to keep it in is Adams. Is Zuber. And has it. Picked up by another big number. Wilcox. Larger numbers on this Woodbury team. Nice little shots emptied by Blissenbach. And a save by Sean there. Back on the other side is Escobedo. Dumped in.
YouTube recipients say they can barely hear you. We just got a text down there.
Thank you.
As Rodine. Sent out by Lake there.
Well, I just got word from the PA announcer here that I guess they can't hear us that well, but should be working okay. I'll try to work on it here quick.
We'll check our
should be okay, but we'll just continue with the commentary here. You probably can hear us a little bit.
We'll check our live stream here. Sent in Woodbury. Sent out there on the other side of Centennial here, driving it in. Comes back with it, driven out by Grocek. Grocek has it behind the net here. Grocek working around here, trying to set this up. Gets it over, nice little backhander by Bajelis. Bajelis has it. Yes, it is, comes out to center ice here. Dumped in here. We'll reconnect her here. All right, driving behind the net. Here's shot by Centennial, right shot right on. Great chance by Lake. Microphone. We apologize for that. phone. There's music playing on your phone. What? Is it off now?
It's fine. Good. Oh my God. It's good. It did not see it. Oh, okay.
Sorry about that, folks. We had problems with our microphone, and thank you for whoever let us know about that. Please just come up to the press box if you notice something going wrong, and let us know. We're just up top of the arena here. Please come up here and feel free to come in and let us know. We appreciate that. So sent back around, Woodbury sends it in here. Drive off the nice defensive play. Working around here. Out front as Mann tries to bring it in here. Nice chance. Scrambler out front. Big save by Sean. Woodbury, or Centennial comes back through. Dump backed out by Like on Stokes. 10:33 left here, period number 2. 1-1. It's been a fun one here at the Memorial Building. In this battle here. And this is up front here. Centennial keeps it in. Shot from the far side point. Nice chance as Crumweedy will get to it. Crumweedy sends it back to Summers. Summers trying to hold it in. Mann trying to bring it out. Summers intercepts. Now back to Mann. Mann drives it back the other way. Here comes Woodbury breaking in. Goaltender Sean comes out, makes a nice play. Sent back in by Woodbury. But Jealous just sent it wide of the net there as it went through traffic here. Nice little move. Blissenbach trying to make a nice little move there. Nice try. Sent in. As picked up by Centennial. Now here's Boyd. Boyd sends it ahead. As turned back the other way, but Escobedo keeps it. Escobedo sends it in the corners. Woodbury picks it up here. And now, break out here. Nice chance for Grocek coming out of that far side corner. Trying to make something happen here for Centennial. There's a shot right on and a save by Stokes.
Yeah, once again, we'd like to give the PA announcer Sully a shout out as well for letting us know that they couldn't really hear it. So, it looks like we figured it out now. Sometimes the connection with our mics and the splitter that we have, it sometimes doesn't connect right. So, glad you guys caught that, and we're glad that it's back to normal now.
Yeah, sometimes that mic doesn't quite connect in there and doesn't fit firmly, and we appreciate whoever let us know about that. Of course, Sully for coming up and telling us about it, because otherwise we wouldn't know. So thank you. It was a great team effort by everybody involved. There's a chance out front as Centennial trying to break through as Woodbury will come out with it here. On the other side is Wilcox trying to get it out here. Wilcox sends it out here and picked up now by Wistersill. I am still going to struggle with that name, but try to do the best I can. And Wistersill send that one in for Centennial. Now picked up by Woodbury. Gets out to center and fire it in with Wistersill again. There is Venny. Venny sends it out here. Dump backed out by Boyd. And now dumped around by Venny. Gets it over on the side to Wilcox there. Centennial fires it back in as Larson got it back in here. Now Glad in front. Glad wheeling around here. Glad makes a play. Fires it to the front of the net by nice defensive player. Defensive play there. It was Simic was right in front of the net to block that pass down. Great defensive play. There's Glad now. Glad's got a little opening, but he lost the puck in front of his stick there a little bit, but was able to keep it in the zone. Yeah, there it is, and up, and no, it's going to stay in play. It looked like it was going to bounce out of play here. Sent back in by Boyd. We've got 7:07 left here, period number 2. 1-1 between Centennial and Woodbury. It's been a fun one. And now this is behind the net as Glad has it here. Glad over there behind the net here is Crumweedy. Centering! Nice chance there for Nelson for Centennial.
Yeah, that was a great pass from Glad there in the corner. He centered it in front of the net there. And a nice shot on there. So, yeah, good chance there. And a nice save by the goaltender as well, Stokes.
And it's kept in here by Centennial. Nice chance out front by Escobedo. Just couldn't pull it down and get the real good shot away, but great chance for Centennial to go back, to go up 2-1 in this game here for the first time. This is Mann. Works it over. And now here comes a breakaway by Nelson. Nelson in, he shoots, he scores! On a breakaway, Keith Nelson has put Centennial in the lead for the first time in this game.
Well, I'm not sure what the Woodbury defenders were doing there. They were kind of sleeping, and Nelson caught them sleeping there, caught them off guard. And Centennial has scored 2 straight now to take a 2-1 lead. 6:11 remaining here in the second period.
We'll get the official if it was Nelson all alone or if there was an assist there. We'll find out from Sully here in just a minute. And Woodbury keeps it out. Back on the other side is Boyd. Boyd works it over. And number 16 is going to pick it up here is Adams.
Scoring for Centennial, 6, Keith Nelson. With an assist, number 2, Ty Escobedo, and number 3, Kelly Quamini. That's Nelson from Escobedo and Quamini. Time to go, 10:49.
So that 10:49 on the assist for that goal was Escobedo and Crumweedy on that Centennial goal assist. And now here is Venny. Venny works it up to Wilcox. Wilcox gets it out to center. And sent back in by Summers. And the net now picked up by Wilcox. In there to take it away was Grachek. Centering. Chance out front. Another save by Stokes. As Woodbury, Summers sends it into the corner here. Over to get it is Glad. Glad works it behind the net. Glad trying to send it out. Glad comes out of the corner. There's another nice defensive stop by Woodbury there. Out there's a fight between Summers and 18 Schwab for that puck here. And back to get it now. Here's Summers, and we'll get a whistle, stoppage of play.
Looks like for a hand pass, I believe.
Yeah, hand pass. No, they're going to call. There's a penalty coming up here. Tripping penalty, I believe. So, great chance for Woodbury here, Blake.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Great chance here. You know, they've let up 2 straight goals now. 2 unanswered goals for Centennial. 4:39 remaining here in the second period, and now Woodbury has a chance to tie it up.
Magellos with it. Magellos gets it to center ice. And sent in. Here comes Mann. Mann in. Driving towards the net. Wheeling around behind the net on this power play. Woodbury trying to set it up here. Mann works it around. He's a little crafty player. Mann, again, nice play. Mann out front. He can't get it. Nice little setup. I believe that pass came from Polifka there. There's Mann wheeling around. Over here on the side is Bagelos. Bagelos takes a shot towards the net. Centennial will get it out here as Allen sends it out. Right on goaltender Stokes. As here comes his man, comes in, man moves it in, working it in. Trying to get Woodbury tied up here in this game on this power play. Malin wheeling around. Man has it in the corner, sends it back over to Bagelos. Bagelos with a drive on. Big save by Sean. Nice shot coming from George Bagelos.
Some of these players at the Bantam level can really shoot the puck, you know. You don't see it a lot in youth hockey, good hard shots, but, we've seen some shots that look like shots that would be in, like, high school games. So, some very talented players in these games here in this Hibbing Chisholm Bantam A tournament.
And there in the corners, man sends it over to Zuber. Zuber working around here. Back over to Man. Man working it towards the net here. Nice little backhander put in. Nice defensive play by Ty Escobedo. Came through and got that loose puck. Here's sent in by Woodbury. Another drive over the top of the net here. As that shot coming in from Evan Schwab. Woodbury jersey's a little bit hard to see because a little lighter gold color. Just from our vantage point, not always easy to see what number it is, but we've got a penalty coming up here. And Woodbury's going to be going to the penalty box, so it'll be even strength for the next 3 seconds, and then Centennial will have a power play for the next minute and 57 seconds. Again, we thank you for everybody for joining in, and send in those messages where you're at. If you like our coverage, please follow our YouTube channel. Go to Up North Hockey and search for YouTube. Click subscribe. We would love to have you on as a subscriber and follow along with our high school hockey coverage. And we've got a lot of games left in this 2019-2020 season. As Polifka sends it out here. And racing in is Rudin. As Woodbury, Centennial takes over with it now here. It's Christian. Christian works it in. And now Gracek. Gracek with it here. Now on the power play here for Centennial. The next minute and 22 seconds. And now picks up a Rudin. Rudin has it. Rudin works it in. And picked up by the Cougars, Christian. Christian gets it out here to Gracek. Gracek working in. Gracek at center. And dumps it in. Shot in by Summers. Wheeling around is Kremweedy. Back out to Summers. Summers at center ice. Summers fires it back in. Back in here to get a Simic. Over to Blissenbach. There's a fight for it at center ice and in offside. Minute 18 left here, period number 2. Centennial 2 and Woodbury 1.
Reminder, these 5 games, Bantam A games here at the Hibbing Chisholm Bantam A tournament are brought to you by Minnesota Twist Drill in Chisholm, the Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth, and Iron Range Apparel located at Thunderbird Mall in Virginia.
Escobedo works it in here over to Krumweedy. Krumweedy tries to get it back to the point, back to Boyd. Back into the, and taken away by Woodbury here. Man takes a shot, goes towards the net there. Nice opportunity for Woodbury here. Oh, here comes a speedy Krumweedy in, shoot off of over the top of the net here. Krumweedy over in the corner. Nice little pass from Escobedo. Back to the point, big blast coming from Adams, just wide of the mark. Less than a minute to go here, period number 2. It's going to be a fun finish, so stay tuned for period number 3. There it is, moving around as Wilcox. Wilcox now taken away by Escobedo. And now it is picked up at center ice as brought in by Schwab. Blake picks it up here for the Cougars. And that's the end of period number 2. So 1 goal in that period belonged to the Centennial Cougars. Blake will have your second period summary, and then we'll step away from the microphone for a little break. Again, it should be a fun 17 minutes left here. Of course, if there is a tie in this game, they will have a shootout to decide the winner. Blake has got our second period scoring summary.
All right, here's your second period scoring summary. Just 1 goal in that second period of play, and it belonged to the Centennial Cougars. Scoring the goal was number 6, Heath Nelson, his second point of the game. He got an assist on the first Centennial goal, and then getting a second assist of the game was Ty Escobedo. And then with the second assist on that goal was Kellen Crumweedy to make it 2-1 Centennial. Time of the goal was 10:49. That's where we stand. After 2 periods of play, we have the Zamboni out here resurfacing in between periods. It's going to be a heck of a roller coaster of a third period coming up. Another close one, just like the first game we had. 1 goal lead after 2 periods of play, just like Edina was leading Moorhead, and now Centennial leads Woodbury 2-1 after 2.
Yeah, should be a fun one. Any final thoughts before we step away from the microphones, Blake?
No, it's just been a back and forth hockey game. Both teams with some chances. Although I thought Centennial dominated most of that second period. The first period was a little more even, but Centennial was a lot more dominant in that second period of play.
Yeah, Woodbury with the early start here, and then Centennial came back and played a little bit better in that second period. But we've got at least 17 minutes left here, so stay tuned with us. We'll step away from the microphones, and you all come back now to the Hibbing Chisholm Memorial Arena, or the Hibbing Memorial Arena here in Hibbing.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Teams are back on the ice for this final period of play. 2-1, Centennial leads going into this third period of play. This game is brought to you by Minnesota Twist Drill in Chisholm. They're a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. And the Rick Sports Grill in Evelyn offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rick Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. They offer large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet. They can cater your event, party, or meeting. It's the Rick Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Evelyn, Minnesota. Check them out today.
Might be helpful to put my headset back on. Thank you, Blake. As we're ready to go here, period number 3. Centennial 2, Woodbury 1. Should be a fun finish here at the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Thank you very much for joining us here today for our live streaming coverage of all 5 games from the Hibbing Chisholm 2020 Bantam A Hockey Tournament. Back on the point, sent in. Nice chance in front. Loose puck out front. Nice set up initially by George Bagelis. Nice shot sent in here. Woodbury needs to get a goal here and tie this game up 2 apiece here. Sent over to Gracek, and Gracek sends it in. Or sent in Gracek initially, and then Christian finishes it off and sends it in here. And sent in here. Here's a racing Adams in there. Take away Centennial. Woodbury brings it out here. And played with a high stick, and we'll get a whistle. Stoppage of play here. 16-10 just underway here. Third period of action.
Well, here we go. It's going to be an interesting finish here. 16-10, like you said. Within the first minute of this third period. 2-1 Centennial. Woodbury looking to get that equalizing goal here in this period. Final period of play.
Again, another nice streaming crowd here on our broadcast. We thank you for taking time out of your day, and please message in wherever you're watching from us. We'll try to give you a shout out. Even if you're watching here in Hibbing, we'd like to hear from you. And out to the point. Sent in. Yeah, Centennial moving around here is Nelson. Moves it over to Escobedo. And race for the puck here. And fired around as Nelson. Keeps it in, and Woodbury clears it out. Out to center. And that puck was sent out by Venet. Taken away by Mann with a nice chance to the net there. Nice shot right on. Goaltender save, Gavin Shawn. Back the other way comes Woodbury, moving it in here is Polifka. Moving around here is Mann. Mann got that first goal for Woodbury here today. And moving around is Paulson. Paulson behind the net, trying to center it out front. Paulson. Nice little defensive play by Crumweedy in there to help out. And a whistle on the icing. 14:43 left here, period number 3. 2-1 Centennial over Woodbury. Next game coming up is for third place. And we'll have our first player of the game presentation presented by Iron Range Apparel. We'll be awarding a hat and having a short interview with that player of the game. There's a tip in by Woodbury. They score! And they tied up at 2 apiece. Just exactly what Woodbury needed to do. And that goal is scored by number 5, Davis Polifka. On a nice little shot in front.
Well, there it is. They get it rather early here in this period. They tie it up at 2. They had a couple chances before that, and they get that rebound. They knock it in there and tie it up at 2 apiece. 14:30 remaining here in the final period of play.
And we'll get the assist on there once Sully has those written down. 14-17 left here and counting. Third period of play, all knotted up at 2 apiece. Rudin working around, and there's a shot right on. And on the assist was Paulson and Mann. On that assist for Woodbury's goal. Again scored by number 5, Davis Polifka. There it is, wheeling around is Tauscher. Tauscher works behind the net here. Tauscher now. Glad gets it here and gets it out for Centennial. Or I'm sorry, that was Blissenbach, or number 7. Gracek got it out here for Centennial. There it is, picked up by Woodbury and sent back in by Blissenbach. Man behind the net now, working around here as Woodbury gets a little extra momentum after that goal. Man working around. Nice defensive play in there, and that's going to be a penalty, though. As he may interfered there. It's behind the net now here. Working out with the extra attacker on. Here's Mann. Works it over. Gets it over to Simic. Back over to Mann in the corner. Man gets it through, trying to centering it through, and Centennial touches it. And that'll begin the power play for Woodbury.
Well, they get that goal, Woodbury does, to tie it up at 2, and now they get a power play here. 12:44 remaining here in the third period. They look to take the lead back. Of course, they scored that early goal in the first period of play to take a 1-0 lead. Then Centennial scored 2 unanswered goals. They look to get the lead back here on this power play.
This is in the corner, man breaking for it here. Yes, comes out to Blissenbach, but he takes a shot on, gets blocked through traffic. Wistersill on the other far side board, sent in. As man wheeling around there over there. And this is Blissenbach here. Blissenbach. Well, that was Schwab, I'm sorry, wheeling around behind the net now. Here is Mann. Mann works it to Schwab. Out to the point for Bajelis. Back to Schwab, back to Bajelis. Bajelis, drive on net, loose puck in front. Chance for Wilcox there to put it in. Here comes Centennial back the other way is Crumweedy. Crumweedy all alone. Makes a move around a defender. Crumweedy with the backhander. Shot, loose puck. Escobedo with a nice chance and a big save by Zach Stokes on this penalty kill for the Centennial. They drive down there and Stokes says not that time. There's a shot in, fired in by Schwab. Nice little hard shot sent in. Blissenbach and sent out by Centennial. As bringing it through. Mann trying to make a move there. Back behind the net here, left is over on the other side as Tauscher sends it just over the top of the net here. 10 seconds left on the power play for Woodbury here. Score tied up at 2 apiece. 10:47 left here, period number 3. Will we see a shootout in this one? This is Tauscher. Tauscher works to the net. Loose puck in front. Nice defensive play by Centennial to get that out and force the icing.
Well, good penalty kill there by Centennial. You know, they had a couple chances there, and a silver platter chance there. You know, it was almost scored on it. But then Woodbury comes back with a few more chances as well.
Working around is Tauscher. Tauscher works towards the set and shot right on. And a save by Gavin Sean. Both goaltenders, Gavin Sean of Centennial and Zach Stokes of Woodbury, making some very nice saves in this game here. And this is in the corner here. It's picked up by Larson, that's Paulson. Back the other way and sent back in by Christian. Goaltender Sean out there to play it. Leaves it for his forward there. In the corner is Polifka. Polifka along with the like of the Cougars. Battling for that loose puck here. Larson comes out to center. Gets it out. Glad tries to get it and sent back in by Woodbury. Blissenbach. Picked up by Mann now. Mann wheeling around behind the net here. Mann looking to set this play up here. And Glad will take that away here. Glad will drive it through. He's going to bring it through center ice. Glad slides it over. And shot in by Grocek. Loose puck at center now. Picked up by Rudin. Rudin has it now here. Rudin wheeling around here. Rudin still, he'll get it back here. Rudin behind the net now, trying to get it out front. Rudin wheeling around. Rudin takes a shot through traffic. Just goes into the corner. Nice wheels on Mason Rudin there. And now that's going to be a penalty coming up here with 8:49 left here, period number 3. So Woodbury off on the penalty, and a power play coming up here for Centennial here.
Well, I guess it's a 2 and a 10.
2 and a 10,
must
yeah.
Exchange some words with referee Bobby Zulke there.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. They ended up with a 2 and 10 minute here, so they'll have one player serve the 2-minute minor. And 8:49 left here, period number 3, all squared between Woodbury and Centennial. Centennial, great opportunity here on the power play. And we get a stoppage here. We got everything squared away, and Mann comes in here. Man, he's been a good player for Woodbury today. Wheeling around is Blissenbach, keep it in the corner. There's a drive out front. Nice shot in by Bajelis. And big save by Gavin Sean. Bajelis, nice little wrister back on the point there, Blake.
Yeah, big time shot there from the point. Remember, they're on the penalty kill right now. Face off here, and it gets covered up here again. So another face off here.
Yeah, so we got 8:33 left here, period number 3. All tied between Centennial and Woodbury. This is Rudin. And Centennial will come out to center ice with it. And dumped in by Escobedo. Blissenbach back there to play it for Woodbury. This is Escobedo. Escobedo as they try to set up this power play. Escobedo over to Crumweedy. Back over to Allen. Allen with a shot right on. And a save by Zach Stokes.
Our sponsor for today's games, Iron Range Apparel. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor, along with a large variety of apparel.
And this is out to center and brought back in by Christian. Christian now with it here. Christian along the half wall here. And sent out by Woodbury. Paulson sends it out here. And up to center. Sent back in by the Predators. Simic. 7:16 left here. Period number 3, and Centennial on the power play for the next 21 seconds. Then we'll be back to even strength. And there it is for Christian. That corner. Christian again with it now. Wheels it back behind the net. Back to Christian. Back on the point to Summers. Summers with a shot blocked through traffic. Woodbury's back to full strength. Around the net is Larson now with it. Larson has it. Larson wheels it around. Knocks it behind the net. Picked up by Grocek. Grocek has it. Back to the point. Held in by Summers with a shot right on. Loose puck in front. A fight for it. And there's a chance for Centennial. Nice defensive play by Woodbury to get it away from the front of the crease. As Larson was planted out front here. This is Grocek. Grocek in the corner here. Now behind the net here is Vinny. He'll get it out to center, and we get a whistle and stoppage of play. And a penalty is being called on Centennial. So Woodbury, huge opportunity on the power play here now.
Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather at Iron Range Apparel. Each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to the local history and heritage.
And back comes out to center. And in offside was the Predators. So 5:53 left here, period number 3, all tied up 2 apiece.
Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram, and good luck to all the players.
Thank you all to our 3 sponsors, Iron Range Apparel, the Rink Sports Grill, and Minnesota Twist Drill, for their sponsorship of 2019-2020 coverage of high school hockey for boys hockey and girls hockey, and also covering these Bantam tournament games as well.
Well, time's running down here. 5:40 remaining here in regulation. I don't know if they do a shootout for these games here, and it sounds like they do. So we might be seeing a shootout here coming up if either team can't score here in the final 5:30.
Yeah, that'd be fun to do. We get first time doing this. We get to watch a shootout. So we're kind of excited for that. Hopefully, be fun to see. Behind the net now here, 5:15 left here. Period number 3, sent in here. Shot in, and here intercepted. On back the other way is Adams. Adams with a drive right on. Great save by Zach Stokes. These goaltenders have made some fabulous saves here in this game. Back the other way is Rudin driving in there for Woodbury. And that's going to be an icing here. So 4:45 left here, period 3.
Well, we just saw 2 chances for both teams. Of course, Centennial, the player in the box, they got that shorthanded opportunity. You got to credit their penalty killers out there. There's about 2 blocked shots out there, and that created that breakaway for them. So you got to credit the Centennial penalty killers on that for creating that chance there.
There is Mann behind the net here. Mann wheeling around. Here gets it out to Simic. Back to Mann. Mann shoots through, blocked down. Nice defensive play by Like. Wheeling around. Mann over there in front. In there to help out with also Simic in there here. Face-off is going to come to the right side of goaltender Gavin Sean. Like there. There's Mann, gets that loose puck. Mann takes a shot right on point blank. Great shot, and a great shot from Mann, and great save by Sean. There's Mann wheeling around behind the net, trying to wrap it around. Kind of lost an edge there, but he was able to still get it. Mann now coming through here. Mann takes a shot towards the net. Loose puck in front. Over on the other side to get it out is Grachek. Grachek trying to get it out here for Centennial. So play picks up here in the Woodbury zone. Back to get is Blissenbach. And intercepted for the moment here. Now taken away. Over on the other side is Blissenbach. Works it over to Bajelis. And sent in. Shot sent in by Grachek. Right on here. There is Christian. Works it over to Grachek. Christian now with it here. Tips it over. And sent back out by Summers. Woodbury now picks it up here and brought back in. Blissenbach with a shot just off the mark. Great chance here. 2:59 left here. Period number 3. We get a whistle, stoppage of play. And a penalty is coming up here against Woodbury. So huge opportunity for Centennial late in this game, Blake.
Yep, any power play is huge, obviously. It's a good time to have a power play. 2:57 remaining here in regulation, so an opportunity for Centennial on the power play to maybe tie it up.
And this is at...
Not tie it up, excuse me. Take the lead.
Center and going in and knocking behind the net.
Penalty on Woodbury is number 5. Davis Polifka draws 2 minutes per slash sheet. That's Polifka per slash sheet.
And back to the point. Sent in. Summers sends it in front of the net there. Picked up. Summers has it now here. Summers wheels it around. Over the other side to Larson. Larson with the drive right on. And back behind the net is Escobedo. Escobedo sends it over to Larson. Larson looking to set this up here. Larson slides it over to Crumweedy with a shot right on. Loose puck in front, and goaltender Zach Stokes has got this one.
We've reached a 2-minute warning here. Exactly 2 minutes remaining here in regulation. And it's 2-2 between Woodbury and Centennial.
Woodbury is going to take a timeout here.
Timeout Woodbury.
So 2 minutes to go, all tied up at 2 apiece. Question is, will we see a shootout to decide the winner in this game?
And the final 2 minutes here kind of feels like overtime, which, next goal is probably going to win this game. It's been a very low-scoring game. So we kind of have a mini overtime here with the timeout called by Woodbury. And then if no one scores, we'll have a shootout to determine the winner.
Of course, don't forget, if you're a follower of us or if you haven't followed us, please follow us on Instagram. Up North Hockey 20 on Instagram, Up North Hockey 20 on Twitter. And also we have a Facebook group page, Up North Hockey, as well. We appreciate you following along with one of those social media sites. We keep you updated of all our games that we'll be at coming up here. Of course, our next broadcast will be tomorrow night from in Proctor, as Hibbing Chisholm battles Proctor Rails tomorrow in a key Section 7A matchup. There's a nice little drive shot sent in by Centennial.
I've been very impressed with the goaltender Stokes for Woodbury. He's been, he's controlled the rebounds pretty good, and he's been very good with the glove as well.
And that's Allen, and back to get it here now is Boyd. Boyd skates it through center. Boyd skating in. Shot goes wide of the net here. Yeah, he's wheeling around now in front. That's Christian in there. Sent out by the Predators. Minute 21 left here in regulation play. Around to get it is Boyd. Boyd sends it ahead to Christian. Christian works it in. Christian driving. Nice defensive play by Blissenbach. But Gracek gets it back here. Christian got it back here and had a chance. Now it comes out. Back into the Centennial zone. All alone is Rudin. Rudin has help now coming in. Oh, big blast. Almost set up there. Had the big number 25, George Balagelos, coming in there to maybe take that blast. And comes out to center. Fired in by Like. Less than a minute left here in regulation play here at the Hibbing Memorial Arena. We're just seconds away from possibly a shootout. We don't want to say anything, though, because we did Greenway Orono earlier this year, Blake, just a couple weeks back, and 0.1 seconds left. Orono got the victory.
Yeah, 22 seconds. Compared to 0.1 seconds is a ton of time to score a goal,
yeah.
So highly unlikely, but we'll see what happens here in the final 20 seconds.
And there it is, working around here. Coming out here is Rudin. Rudin with one last rush here for Woodbury. Rudin slides it over to Mann. And trying to get it back to Rudin here. In the corner now. Picked up by Like. That's going to do it. We're going to have a shootout to decide this game. So
We will now be participating in a shootout.
All right, here we go. Shootout coming up here. Team's taking just a little break, discussing who's going to shoot on the shootout. And we'll get going, so this should be fun.
So 5-player shootout coming up here. Sorry, I pulled the microphone plug right out of swung my arm around. I guess I was so excited we were going to a shootout. Because I thought we were in Greenway, in Coleraine. I thought we were going to go to overtime. I'm all ready to go overtime. I'm sitting there thinking about what I'm going to say during the break, and 0.1 seconds left. Orono wins that game. So here, now we get a chance for our first overtime in the Hibbing Chisholm Bantam tournament. First to shoot for Centennial. It's going to be Kellen Crumweedy. Stokes has been solid here today. We'll see how the goalies fare in this one-on-one battle here. Crumweedy will skate it in. He shoots, he scores! Crumweedy! Big goal for Centennial. Now Woodbury will have a chance to match. Shooting for them is going to be number 76, Darren Wilcox. He's made some plays here today as well. Wilcox a chance to tie it up here in this shootout. It's Wilcox skating in. Wilcox shoots, big save by Gavin Sean. Keep this a 3-2 advantage for Centennial. Next up is Ty Escobedo of the Cougars. He'll try to make this lead a 2-goal lead in the shootout here. Escobedo, nice little backhander save. Stokes, huge save by Stokes. Escobedo thought he scored. And Stokes denies. That's a fun little play.
If I'm not mistaken here, I believe it's a 5-man shootout, not just the typical 3-man shootout. So
5-player shootout, yes.
okay.
Here's Mann breaking in here. Mann shoots, he scores! Lucas Mann. He had our first goal of the game for Woodbury, and that's a big goal for Woodbury.
Yeah, he evens it up here. 1-1 now. And we're starting round 3 of the shootout here.
And now working in is Heath Nelson. Nelson shoots, and no goal there. Now Woodbury with a chance here. This is Jack Blissenbach. Blissenbach will skate it in here. Blissenbach shoots, he scores! Jack Blissenbach, what a nice little rifling shot, upper shelf, right where Mama puts a peanut butter.
Yeah, nice move there, nice shot. Puts it in, and now tables have turned. Woodbury leads the shootout here, entering round 4, so this is a big shot for Centennial.
Yeah, Grocek here will try to be a hero for Centennial. Grocek shoots, Stokes save. And that.
Well, this one could finish it right here if they can score.
Yeah, this will put it away, right?
Yep, and then either way, Centennial would have to come back and score one. So.
Here's Mason Rudine. Rudine tries to go to the backhander. And now, this last one relies on Centennial here.
Yep, up to the goalie Stokes. If he saves it, game over. Woodbury wins it, and if Centennial scores, we'll keep going.
Cooper Larson trying to extend this shootout. Larson will drive in. Cooper Larson does not score. Stokes, big save. Centennial, where Woodbury with the victory. What a game between Centennial and Woodbury. And Woodbury, the big victory here in the Hibbing Chisholm Bantam Hockey Tournament. That was a fun finish.
Yeah, it was. It was an even game. Both teams had their, times of being more dominant. Like, first period was more, Woodbury started that period out really well. They scored first. Then Centennial came back at the end of that first period, scored to make it 1-1. Then second period, it was a good start. They came back where they left off in the first period. Centennial scored to make it 2-1. They led for that whole period then. Then Woodbury, early in that third period, Woodbury came back and tied it up 2 apiece, and that's where we stood after regulation. And we just went in the shootout here. And it was 2-2 for the shootout after 3 or 4 rounds. And for Woodbury, they finished it up there. Ended with Stokes making the save for the Predators.
Yeah, both, hats off to both teams. Obviously, Woodbury, congratulations for them winning the game, but hats off to both the goalies, Zach Stokes and Gavin Shawn, both Centennial and Woodbury. I think you'd probably, if we were doing player of the game for this game, I think I might be willing to give it to both goaltenders, Gavin Shawn and Zach Stokes, for great effort here today.
So quickly, here's your third period scoring summary. Forgot to do that in between the third period and the shootout. So, of course, Woodbury tied it up at 2 apiece, scoring the goal. Number 5, Davis. Palifka. Assist went to number 15, Lucas Paulson. Number 88, Lucas Mann. Time of that goal was 2:25 early in that third period to tie it up. Then they win the shootout in the final frame there. They get the shootout win. And it was a heck of a game between Woodbury and
yes,
Woodbury
it was.
and Centennial. So Now, things are going to get even more exciting as we have the third place game coming up here at 1:30. The big championship game, the hometown Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets taking on the Edina Hornets Banamees. You know, it should be a good, fun afternoon here. And I should probably mention the third place games between Moorhead, Banamay, and Mound West Tonka. So, once again, watch our Twitter and Facebook pages for the link to the next game. You'll have to hop on to the next stream as we'll be ending this one and starting a new one. So we thank everyone for watching this game between Woodbury and Centennial. Final score here today. So Woodbury Predators 3, the Centennial Cougars 2. We'll see you in a little bit here from the Hibbing Memorial Arena.